and give. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. I'm not supposed to be here yet. Where's this timer? Which one I'm talking about? Like, I want you big. I want you small. Can I get you small? Oh, you know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. Get me off camera. I just want to. There we go. There we go. That's much gooder. Much gooder. Now we gotta like talk this whole thing. Let's go ahead and get this. Make sure all the levels is good. Levels is good. My levels is not good. All right, let's check these levels out. Levels. Talk to me, levels. Nah. I need you here. All right, levels. You good? Come on now. Okay. So I can get him better. Still nothing. The fuck? That's definitely odd. No levels. Still no levels. All right. Let's come back here. What happened? Uh, like that shouldn't be right. I don't know. The fuck is happened to my laptop? Nah, hold up. We gonna need more time, pimping. I know y'all figure like, yo, at this point you should just restart the whole show. Fuck you. And do what I want. But is it that should be right. Let's try something. Because none of them is working. I don't think I gotta reload everything. Oh, you bitch. That's really all that's going on there. Ah, you bitch. Okay, we gonna cut everything. Nah, fuck that. You guys can be here. Hopefully, I get things ready in the next 4 minutes. This is some bullshit. Uh, okay, let's go here. That's that. Visible things first. Okay. Come on, camera in. Okay. Okay. That's good. You drop. That's good. That's good. 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 They didn't. Good. Okay. All of those are good now. Come on. Dig up. All right. This is not so bad. All right. Let's get this in here. All right, let's see.
Cleveland! This is for you!
All right, we get in there. We get in there. Again, before you start the show, because everything that I loaded, all of these elements, be reloaded.
Oh, that sucks. I see you had your book and everything.
Yo, I was ready.
Like a timeout?
Yeah, like this. Yeah, I get time. That's what you don't realize. Like, it don't be me all the time. Like, I'm not the procrastinator all the time. Like, like I did run you guys 10 extra minutes so I could go smoke a spliff real quick. But I was ready. That's the reason why I took that time to go smoke a spliff. I thought I was ready.
But it reset like a timeout.
Something happened with the audio. I don't know. I think it's when then it altered things that I loaded earlier in other things.
It reset.
Which I don't understand why it would do that, but
we did what we do. Welcome back to the Warriors Invitational, baby. That's what we do. I want my damn respect too.
where I should be able to get this done before it's actually showtime. I got some heat today. We got some heat for the podcast today. And plus, I really wanted to start on time. Like, I want to get out of here on time today. I want to try to be home and in my bed by 1:00. If that's a possibility, I want that to happen. Now I know it sounds easier said. You guys know I'm long-winded. This is a 3-hour podcast for no reason. Most times, I think I did 2 hours last week. I think I did like two. I think I gave like 2.5 hours. It felt. I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, there goes my time. No, sorry. I'm gonna need 2 more minutes. I know you guys are mad at me. This has been a 22-minute intro.
I'm gonna have to stop trying to tell niggas come chill like Monday night football.
Oh, for real. Tell them because once the people come back, I can run the trivia back again.
You get what
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm saying, bro, if we have our own, like I say, your music be different
Yeah.
than what's inside.
And it's gonna be completely different than
Because
what's
you know
inside.
what I'm saying, the game on, niggas can have these drinks, listening to something. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Oh, trust me, that's exactly what we
thinking of, because that's the thing. They ain't really, you feel me? It's more.
Well, this is the one day that they don't. Like, this is why I'm here now on Mondays and not Wednesday. They got something that they do out here now on Wednesdays. They got nothing on
But I'm
Mondays.
saying exactly.
So
you see how they grow. Like you could start debating Monday is football.
exactly,
People come and watch the football.
it's already Monday night football. Like come
trust
watch
me,
it.
Like watch me. They won't care because that's it. Whoever sitting there, they will decide. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And still chicks, whatever. What I said is our kind of music. You know, a little reggae,
Yeah.
hip hop. You feel what I'm saying?
Because you know I got the reggae.
Different crowd. You see what I'm saying? And we'll be there and be like, all right, drink a little juice and then I'll play after, yeah. You know?
And I'll play some music when I
just trying to tell you
when
exactly.
I tear down
So,
as well.
You feel me? Like that's a whole different crowd we start putting and bringing out there. You know what I'm saying? All that in the game.
We all on the same page. So
right.
listen,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
They have no, like, bro, your shit locked. You got what I'm saying? All right. If to the point it start pulling people, bro, trust me, you ain't going nowhere. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to get
But
to.
you get what I say because you come in with something too. You ready?
Yeah.
You get me?
That's the reason why I started bringing out the DJ set because I needed to do something extra.
Like that more.
I needed.
What I try to do
a
little thing out there.
Yeah.
To look, they supporting the back. That's all they care about. So if you imagine we have 50 people out there, bro, on a Monday, that's all love, you know. Chicks, people,
Big facts.
Trust me, man. And what I just trying to tell you, a whole different little vibe, a little bit.
Okay.
You know?
I think it's about time to start.
Give me. You know.
All right, levels looking good. Levels looking good. All righty. I think we finally got everything set. Oh, let's scroll this over. Let's give it one last quick test.
First of all, first things first.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Can I get another? Oh, good. Can I get a?
Liquid means rewind, the concept means forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
And okay. Hey, oh, look like it's ready for me. Let's go. MyT. Finally, we get to start. You guys have no clue how long this is. I mean, it's been everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are. So we tell them this is the MyT Sports Podcast. Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are. So we tell them this is the MyT Sports Podcast. Good evening and welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your host, the one and only Talon El Idolo Deportivo Taylor. It is a never en fuego day in the hottest city in the world. We're coming at you live and direct. We're not quite in Miami. We're a little warmer than Miami. We could be we're colder than Miami. We're more up north. We're a little cooler than Miami. We're right from Miami. I mean, if the Dolphins can say that they play in Miami, I can say that we're doing this podcast from Miami. Like, I don't see what the difference is. But folks, we're coming at you live from Sharky's. We're in beautiful Coral Springs. You guys already know, if you can hear my voice, if you're watching the podcast, you guys make sure that you bring yourselves down here. It's Monday Night Football. It's MyT Sports Podcast. If you missed the pre-show, you missed a good hour session of straight fire. We're talking about the session. Yo, the session was going down.
Oh, it was going down, baby.
Yeah, that's why y'all gotta get here early. Not only do you need to be here live, you need to get here early. Because if I'm here early, that means the music is popping. And you know what we say, yo. If I'm smiling, then I'm wilding. And I'm always smiling in this bitch. And I'm telling you, we got a big show for you guys. You know what this is? This is Volume 9, Episode 17, Track 564 of the MyT Sports Podcast. And when I tell you this show is big, I mean it's big. We're talking sports. We're getting into music. I mean, sports and entertainment. We're getting it all. Even though I'm not going to talk any sports entertainment. Wrestling fans, I apologize. Not today. Even though we got some Monday Night Raw going on as we prepare for damn it, what's the pay-per-view? For Survivor Series. Oh yeah. You know, we got Hell in a Cell coming up. We got there's going to be some Survivor Series matches, but they also got what's that 2-ring match? Crap. What's the 2-ring match called? Whatever. It don't matter no more. Let's get back into it. The Jets got a new pilot. We have that going down. I told you guys that we're at Sharky's because we're at Sharky's every single Monday nighter. So until Monday Night Football is over, this is the spot to be. The game is right there. We are right here. We say, I'm outside, you outside, the game is outside, we'll all be outside. And if we outside, that means we're in a Nate Dogg friendly environment.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Nate Dogg School of Medicine. You guys know that's where I'm an alumni of the Nate Dogg School of Medicine. So we're at Sharky's. The Finns, they're up in the division. We might get into that. This in-season tournament that nobody knows what's going on, and everybody kind of found fugazi, that we got Kansas City and Philly too. Let's not forget about that game. Kansas City's already up early. We got the replay of the Super Bowl tonight. It don't get no bigger than this. It don't get no bigger than this. It don't get no higher than this. We're talking about Grande. We're talking about En Fuego. We're talking about El Barrio. We in the streets. And this in-season tournament that everybody made fun of, It's starting to get a little testy. We're going to talk about that. We haven't been here for a week. I had to bury my uncle. I told you guys this. Things has been a little rocky. I've had to take care of a lot of personal business that I was not anticipating. And we have a Philadelphia Eagles touchdown. I just hope it's to the wide receiver. That's all I care about. I need fantasy points. Even though, right, I have no golden calculators to divide. But I'm pretty sure if you add up all of my points, I already won before Monday night games. But I still want my points. We got Blue Chew promo code for you guys. Yeah, we got one of those for you guys. Actually, we may even give out some. Actually, not maybe. We are going to give out some Blue Chew to the crowd. He's been here since the pre-show. We're gonna reward him with some Blue Chew. We got Diddy. He's up on charges. We got the cesspool in DC. We got the birthday shout-outs coming up at the top of the podcast. So if you guys don't already know, this is my fault. I should have told you this already. If you know anybody that had a birthday since the last time that we had a show, which was last Monday, you start tagging them in the podcast. You start adding them. That way I can see their names. That way they can see their names. That way I can give them a little birthday shout out on this podcast. And they got to be here early because it happens first thing first. It's the very first thing we do on the podcast is get the birthday shout out. So you want to get them in here, get their names up there. Call into the show, add them, whatever you want to do. It's all love today. We don't have the podbean line up today. They're having technical difficulties. We have no podbean calling line. So the only two ways to call into the show today is if you know my personal phone number or through the behind the scenes cam with Instagram. So you start hopping on Instagram. If you're not watching on Instagram, start looking at it. I know you're gonna need your phone for that one. And that's if you want to call in, that's how you call in. I may even put you on camera. Who knows? And also, we have Eli Manning with his Hall of Fame induction. We're going to have all of that and more coming up right here next on the MyT Sports Podcast. But before we start, you know what we say here, regardless of the time, because we should have started at 8:07. It's like 8:47 now. We just gave you guys a 52-minute intro. Regardless of the time and regardless of the weather, it's always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast. What else, Coach? What else do we say here? Tell them.
Play to win the game. Hello?
So let's start talking. Woo! Back at it like a sports fanatic. MyT Sports. People, birthday people, we come in firing. We come in hot. We come ice first. So, if you have a birthday, since the last time we was on air, I think I got most of you. I may not have gotten you all. But if in case I missed you, you know what to start doing. You start tagging you and your peoples in here. Because the birthday celebration is coming up. You know who I have here. If you don't know the birthday song, I understand. I made it up, right? Because, yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. But because it's your birthday, we sing happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, folks, we got a couple of birthday shout-outs that we have to go ahead and give out. And we actually start all the way back on the 15th. That's because I actually started preparing for the 14th and the 15th. What I didn't prepare for was the 16th and the 17th. So today, 16th, 17th people, yeah, it's out of luck. But for my 14th, for my 15th, then my 18th, then my 19th, and to today on the 20th, we got 5 days of birthday shout-outs to go ahead and give. So let's go ahead and get that first one. To my homegirl, Persia Pierce. Want to say happy birthday to Persia Pierce. Now, Persia Pierce, I have had the pleasure of calling her matches when I was the ring announcer for Platinum Pro Wrestling. Persia Pierce is one of the most talented young ladies in the game today. If you need to hire yourself a professional female wrestler, you go holler at Persia Pierce. The professional Persia Pierce. If you want to hire yourself an in-ring tactician to put these young girls in a pretzel, you hire Persia Pierce. If you're looking for a tough, son of a gun that's gonna make these other ladies work for their money that night, even make them tap out, make sure that she feels it at the end of the match, you will go and hire Persia Pierce, one of the best in the game, one of the best tacticians in the game. That's male or female, hands down. Happy birthday to Persia Pierce. I can't wait. For real, I can't wait till I get the opportunity to call another one of your matches. To my homegirl, Rebecca Nichols. Her birthday was on the 18th. Want to say happy birthday to her. Haven't heard from her in a while, but that's one of my homegirls. To my homegirl, Neon Charlotte. Her birthday was on the 19th. That's a former co-worker of mine. Want to say happy birthday to you as well. Now we got birthdays today. And I want to say happy birthday to my boy, Andrew Miller. Andrew Miller is more than one of my boys. He's one of my long-lost brothers. He's also one of my battle buddies. Me and this brethren went through basic training together. I always have the funniest story about it. We had two Millers in our unit. One 6-foot black dude, right? And one 5'5" white dude. We called one of them Killer Miller and the other one Miller Light. Yo, Killer Miller. Wait, and he's from Jamaica. Yo, Killer Miller. Wait, yo, Miller Light. Go and get Killer. Why y'all always sending me that? Because it's the Miller that we want. I would also have the pleasure of also serving later on with Miller when we went in Indiana. We met up later on, which was also awesome too. Like I said, because he personally helped me through basic training. Like if you could say like somebody looked out for me, whatever, you know what I mean, during some of the obstacles, during some of the things that we had to do, like I did for other people too. You know what I mean? Like, you know, each one reach one, teach one. You got to pass that shit around like a motherfucking blunt. You know? So, like Miller to this day, I don't know if he knows this, but if he's watching, I hope he realizes it now. I have such an appreciation for this brethren, like so much so, because he's one of those first people that showed me, okay, listen, it's okay to be helpful in this army, right? Like people will reach out. Like everybody's a dickhead. Everybody's just reaching. Guys just trying to like no. And you know, what I mean? Like, we stuck together. It was me, him, and you know, Christian. Yeah, you know, we were all islanders. We had our community, and we helped each other through basic and also job training, AIT.
Happy birthday.
So let's get them all in the room, right? So that's Persia and Rebecca and to Neon and to Drew. And to Killer Miller. We want to say happy birthday. We hope you partied hard. You enjoyed everything. You regret nothing. But more importantly, right, you flexed on these hoes this weekend. And you continue to stay MyT. DJ MyT. Cut the beat. You know, I told you, man. If I'm smiling and I'm wilding, I'm definitely wilding today. I'm having a good time today. We're having a good time with the show. You know what I mean? I miss my homegirl, Jessica Rabbit. Like, she's supposed to be here. And we keep missing each other. On the days that I'm here, she's not here. I've been, you know what I mean? The Monday I don't come here, she's here. The Monday what Monday? I missed. Did I miss last Monday? I missed 2 Mondays ago. No doubt she's here, that asshole. We're going to see if she pops up today. But I'll tell you one thing. If she don't pop up on the podcast, I know she'll definitely pop up on Instagram. So she always shows love. But let's skip all that. Let's get into our first topic of the day. We're going to try some new things today. Actually, we've been trying a lot of new things today.
First of all, first things first.
Just like the NBA has been trying some new things, right? And the in-season tournament. The in-season tournament NBA has started. And when this thing started, it sounded fugazi. It sounded complicated. A little fugazi. Like, we're having this weird-ass tournament in the winter season. But they explain to you real quick. There's nothing outside of it. It's games within the regular season that just have extra meaning. A lot of people poo-pooed on it before they saw the product. Now, people also scrutinize the NBA for needing to build hype during the regular season. Well, yeah, kind of. Because how many NBA fans do you know? And I mean NBA fans. right? People that say I love the NBA, but I don't pay attention to that shit until the Christmas Day games. There's a lot of people like that. Or they don't pay attention until after football is over.
I think the heightened point in that is to step up and make it more competitive. You know, just because they're playing for some season games, you may probably now it means, you know, it's early in the season, people. So yeah,
that too. You couple that with their new, their new what is it? Load management rules, right? It does kind of, because also they wanted to make sure nobody sat down for these games. No more sitting down for televised games. You know what I mean? Or only one star can sit down for a televised game. No other two niggas got to tough it out. So you figure out which one of you guys is the most important. You saw Steph sit down the other day. And you know, when Steph sits down, we have a grumpy Draymond. We're going to talk about that in a second. So tournament. And I mentioned this before. First thing that happens when you're watching, you notice the courts. They have a different court. Different style court, different jerseys. And automatic, I'm like, oh, what's this? They caught the visual appeal now. Damn, I just want to see what these courts and jerseys look like. The competitive appeal was going to be based off the players. And we have seen these players get competitive. Believe it or not, it started with Joel Embiid. A couple weeks ago, a little mini... Yeah! Somebody's walking out of there. Like, yo, we don't play that here. Listen, I got a homegirl that's vexed at me because I called her out on it. I'm assuming that's why she's vexed with me. Because I called her out because she did that shit. Right? But can I tell you? Right, we go to sidebar. We go do some life shit. Does life, you know how life will test you, right? You ever make a statement, right? Some bold proclamation, and then life puts you in that very same scenario to see what the fuck you do? I'm in Orlando, chilling with my cousins and shit. I got a ratchet cousin, right? She got a bunch of ratchet homegirls. We're talking. I don't know if this is a new bad girl club thing or baddie whatever thing. They talking about, or are they bumping up their chest on how they walk out on their tabs? And I'm like, you don't get props for that. I'm like, what part of that is boss bitch? Like, I'm like, and I'm talking and I'm like, that kind of sound like bum bitch. like because I'm like, at least if you're gonna do it, don't do it in your city. At least, right? You can't be going around your city because the bar scene is small. Like
they like that though, but to me that's a speaker character.
Yeah, like
certain things.
It's a bad judge.
If you ever gonna draw the card, like it don't go away.
Like I may not judge you for being drunk. We all get drunk. We all get drunk and lose ourselves every once in a while. We all get, but you walking on a time sober, like a little minute.
You remember we saw these people walking while we was there taking out the pregame.
Mm-hmm.
So if you came in with your lady, had a drink or whatever, you cannot remember. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
that's some bullshit.
So they're bigging up that thing, and I was like, and I'm talking to them, I'm like, yo, you can't be doing that. And I was like, yo, I don't even know if I can fuck with somebody that does that shit. You know what I mean? Like because I'm checking you, I might have to check them. And if they can't accept that shit, then because
it is what it is.
Because those are something like, and it was like, yeah, you ain't gonna tell your friend. I'm like, I talk to all my friends like this because that's how my friends talk. Shit. If you can't check your friends on their bad behavior, then either you don't have real friends or you're too toxic for them to talk to.
Look, anybody that's not receptive to shit like that.
Yes, you got to be receptive to it.
I really don't got to be wasting my energy.
That too.
Because that's what I was trying to show you. It's a judge of character, right? So check it. In the first place, once you pull that card, that's just saying it's like, you feel me? In the sense, you demon,
yeah.
You know?
Exactly. So then what happened? A homegirl of mine I'm a little bit closer to locally did that shit. And she likes to watch those same similar shows. So I was like, oh, you playing with me now? I said, okay, cool. Had to give her the same speech. Yo, that ain't no baddie. That ain't no bad girl shit. That ain't no ball shit. Like, you just acting bad and that's some bummy shit.
That's some whack shit. sometimes some people do shit they don't really need to do, you know?
That was the last conversation we had.
Yeah,
So I don't know if that's the issue, but I'm gonna assume it has to be that.
So yeah, we don't support that on the MyT podcast.
Mm-mm.
Straight arrows only.
Especially in places that you go, because it happened here twice.
And
And I'm like, yo, it can't happen because you know what's so funny? Out of all of the frivolous things, because I know we all know how females are, all the frivolous things that women say that they're embarrassed by. That shit should be embarrassing to you.
yeah.
Because
We
now you
should've
can't
never even repeat that.
because now you can't show your face in certain establishment because you're known as the person that walks out. Now people look at me because they've seen you with me and be like, yo,
Exactly.
your
Now you
homegirl.
get a jet nut. So sometimes they might even judge your character.
Yeah,
based
yo,
on
your
the
homegirl.
company you
And I'm like, yo,
keep. You feel
I was like, the first time it happened, I wasn't even here.
But you're right. I've seen it happen many
Yeah.
times. That's why you have to be nice selective, you know.
But-
Go deep all the way.
Hey, you know, you miss your peoples, but you know, it is what it is. So I don't know how we got here. Oh, that's right, because somebody tried to walk out.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how I sideball, but you guys already know. No, baseball is my first love, and I would go left field in a heartbeat when it comes to some life shit. Like the NBA kind of went left field with the in-season tournament. You know, they threw people for a loop. People weren't sure what to expect. I'm pretty sure also, just like how the NBA gave Damian Lillard a mandate, stop talking bad or stop talking about where you want to go through the media. When they came out this in-season tournament, I'm pretty sure mandate came out to players. This is about this. Don't forget, this is about growing the sport, and that's what we're always about. Do not talk badly about the in-season tournament, or you may get fined. Like I'm telling you, Adam Silver is getting to that point where I feel like he's past his buddy stage with the players. He's getting past that, and he's like, yeah, I see why David Stern had to be the way he is. I'm gonna have to start throwing down the hammer a little bit more.
That will be different is like teams, if they make it all the way to the finals, will be playing a total of 3 extra games.
No, there's one.
No, but when it get to the elimination round, because look, like they have a semi.
Semi-
in the group, so you get what I'm saying?
Because-
So look, when it's in the group of 8, they'll play whatever you get me, then it'll come to 4. Then these 4
I think it starts at 4,
okay,
and then it I think it goes from 4 to 2.
Okay, there you go. But I wasn't sure. But
Yeah.
you get me? But these games are the only extra games.
I thought it was only one extra game, but when I think about the format,
you get me?
it
Yeah,
made-
you have to come down to.
and then also, as you know, this is also part of their growth.
Yeah,
To also help.
definitely.
To also
New
help.
jerseys, jersey sales went up for that. A whole new uniform, for that.
Well, as I was mentioning, last week I mentioned one of the things. Like I wasn't even talk about this, right? I was just right, but you're right about the jersey sales. Well, and I was gonna say, this advertise Vegas as well because you know they're gonna put a stadium in Vegas. So this is part of them of also because the finals and semifinals I think is gonna be in Vegas. This is constantly them helping to push that Vegas crowd.
So, like as you said that, I wasn't aware of that. If they do in fact, that's still drawing the crowd out there.
Yeah.
A little sense of
Somewhere where you don't normally have a
Definitely.
basketball game.
Yeah, definitely.
It becomes
good
a
marketing.
once a year spectacle now in Vegas. Or when they get a team in Vegas, in some other city that you're trying out.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense, but at least it's an event.
Yeah, you know, fly the guys out to
It'll
Hawaii.
be a light little all-star game kind
A
of
little
vibe.
mini getaway.
Exactly. Makes
Now,
sense.
one of the things I mentioned last week that you weren't here for, and I'll get into the competitiveness. We'll talk the business of it. Something that people may not realize is that this allowed, because they've already outlined it. It's the games on Tuesdays, it's the games on Friday. In the beginning of the season until like December.
November, all of November,
Yeah.
and the finals happening.
So, what you can do, you just like how Prime or whoever has the Thursday night football game, you can sell now your in-season tournament to Amazon.
You can. True.
And what I've already started expressing to people, just like with Amazon getting the Black Friday game, if they're smart, what they start eventually doing is you start having QR codes specifically for the gear that they have. Like, yo, want to get this jersey? Here goes a QR code right there on the screen for it. You can buy it right now. instead of having to wait, instead of
all that
shopping right there. Oh my God, that's hot. Oh, I could buy this right now.
Yeah.
Work on the impulses of people because.
Hey, be careful! Don't say that too much on the live. Somebody might steal. That's it.
I already tagged Amazon.
You know what I'm saying? That's gangster.
I know.
That's gangster.
See, there goes Rabbit. She popped up. I told you she would.
But that's a very right there.
I already tagged them on this. I gave them free advice because it will only be the smart thing to do. Because also, what I want to see on Thursdays, not only should they do that, but also what I want to see on Thursdays, since you're getting what generally ends up being football's inferior product on Thursdays, I never want to see regular jerseys. I always want to see a throwback jersey. I always want to see start having a Thursday night
throwback.
That way again, if you're Amazon and you have purchases directly on screen, you have a throwback jersey. You make some like they was doing. They make an army jersey for that day or whatever. Bam. You buy it right there.
Check it. I think throwbacks is the way. You know why? So check it, right? You get to run through all the catalogs of different teams because like
every team got a catalog. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Thursday night.
And you don't. And the thing about it,
that's
you don't have to drop all of their throwbacks, like all of the names, make it like do exclusive. Hey, we're only gonna have a name it jerseys tonight. Or whoever, you know what I mean? Like whoever the guy is. 8 man.
But here what I show you. Since the NFL already have rights to all their logos and things, because guess what? They still proprietary to the teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
So check it, like say old school jerseys, new players, numbers. Like so you catch what I'm saying? Like bro,
that too.
Gonna be super,
but make it exclusive. Don't only 1,000 copies. Yeah. Or we only selling 1,000 of these today.
That's gonna be cheap. Like you get what I'm saying? So look, you get the old school, but you get what I'm saying? The old Dolphins.
Because you know what's gonna happen? Like they did with the shoes. Actually, you know what? Never mind. This is where I need to stop talking. This is where I stop talking. The first portion was for Amazon, and I tagged them in that, and I gave that directly to them on TikTok. I already did because it only makes sense. That's free game. You can have that because also Amazon. If you just happen to have your people watching again, I want to be one of your podcasts on your network. Like, stop playing with me. You can already find the podcast on Amazon Music. Hey, I want to be one of your.
That's already the biggest marketing source right there.
Yo, for real.
I'm trying to say that's the biggest marketing source on the screen.
Because you know what I can get, and you guys don't understand. Like, I want to get. You guys understand. Like, I need to get into the depths of Florida too. You guys don't understand. I need to get me some of these Hialeah grads. I need to get me some FAMU people, some FSU people. I need to get me some of the HBCUs that are attached to Amazon. You get me on your podcast. You sign me on this contract. Paul McAfee won't have shit on me, except for he already has an established name. but listen, I'm gonna come up fast. I'm gonna come fast and I'm gonna come hard. Pause. So. Speaking of fast and hard, we're not doing a Blue Chew promo right now. But back to the in-season tournament. I'm impressed. I'm kind of impressed because we also saw the elevation in gameplay. The players. Not only do I think that Adam Silver had to send a mandate not to bad talk it or bad mouth it, but I also believe that these players also decided that we want to play for this. And it's weird. People are such cynics that. Just because a player makes $40 million a year, why would you not think that they would not want another free $500,000? If you made $50,000 a year and I came up to you and be like, hey, here goes a free $50, you'd be like, shit. You already started thinking, I could buy back weed, I could put some gas in the car. Shoot. I could tip a stripper 50 times. Like it's free money. Like y'all, and then it's 500,000. Y'all are still making it sound like it's baby money. Even if it's somebody that has 40 million coming to them a year, that could be a donation to another charity that they have. Makes a charity's day. For somebody like Warwick Dunn, right? That gets single mothers homes. right? If there's a player that does that, that's a new home for somebody. Also, not everybody makes $40 million a year. There's some players making 50 million, making $5 million a year.
There's some players making 3.
There's some players on a 2-way contract only making 200,000. So
recently, I think they just raised the minimum salary. People would
yeah,
get under
300. I think it's like 300 something now.
I think it's up more up to 8. Like before they
No, for the 2-way contract guys.
Okay, 2-way.
Yeah, not for that minimum. For the 2-way contract guys, the guys that's playing in the G League and in the NBA. For those guys, because when they're in the G League, they're making like 32,000. So when they come up, they make like 320,000. You're telling me for that guy, if he's on the bench and his team suddenly wins this tournament and he gets $500,000, you're telling me that's not a big deal? Like, y'all play too much. Like, you know what's so funny? This is people making $500,000 sound like it's nothing, and you live paycheck to paycheck. The fuck?
So listen, right?
Like, no. Actually, how do people that live paycheck to paycheck make $500,000 seem like, oh man, well, that's nothing. That's nothing for. It's something to everybody.
Check it. It's coming to the winners, but I feel like honestly, to them NBA players, it's just a little bonus, like Christmas money. You know?
But you know what though? But
yeah, that's exactly how they're gonna be.
But
like,
even if it's that,
yeah, exactly.
Even if it's
but
that,
it's something that comes, like you said, for free.
But think about it. You work in your job. You get a bonus right around Christmas time. You not happy?
Yeah.
Or are you saying, oh, it's only $1,500?
And guess what? For things you would be doing
yeah.
automatically,
Listen to this. You make
for your job.
Let's say this. You make $5,000 a month. You get a $1,500 bonus. Are you gonna tell me that you get that bonus? You're like, man, it's only $1,500, man. Yeah. Even if they gave you $150, you can be like, man, it was only $150. True. Like, stop it. You can be like, man, I could get myself a couple of presents with this. So for all you people that was out here poo-pooing on it, like you guys are whack. And then it's 50,000, it's 500,000 for the first place winner, it's 200,000 for the second place winner, and then it's 50 grand for the third place winner. So the 3 teams that try the most get the buck. And can I tell you guys something that's weird? It has nothing to do with all this, but something to do with it a little bit. I was playing my NBA 2K season, and in my 2K season, as I'm the Knicks, and I'm basically the best team in the league, I end up playing the Brooklyn Nets in the semis, right before we get to the finals. And quarterfinals, I guess. We're in the quarterfinals. And or semis, whichever one it is. Semis. And the Brooklyn Nets were one of the worst teams in the league, and they were in it. Because what games did they win? They just ended up winning their in-season tournament games, and that's all they had to. So I know I know we've been talking about this in-season tournament for a while, but I'm still impressed because the players took it seriously, and that's the big portion of it. And not just the players on the bench, the star players. I mentioned this started with Joel Embiid, and a lot of people don't even realize this, that it started with Joel Embiid. A couple weeks back, they're playing in a game, and Philly is up. Like, Philly is up. And with seconds left to go in the game, Joel Embiid takes and makes a 3. Now, in regular NBA world, everybody's like, yo, you shouldn't do that. You're already up. Hey, what's that about? That's poor sportsmanship. But honestly, if you don't want him to score, stop him. But in all honesty, what ended up really happening is that it was an in-season tournament game. And for the games that are in-season tournament games, every point matters. So these tiebreakers are one of the deciding factors for tiebreakers or total points. So you have somebody got the same record, it's going to come down to that extra 3 that Joel Embiid just hit. So it's like what he said. People were mad at him because they didn't know the rules. Plain and simple. Now, the part that has made this in-season tournament fun has got to be the beefs that we're seeing. I gotta make sure I step into the light. I don't want to disappear on you guys. You guys see this? I'm looking at it. In-season tournament's gotten testy. The in-season tournament has gotten testy. Now, Dylan Brooks, he's just a villain. He's just a villain. He called himself Villain Brooks. He is just a villain. But I'm gonna tell you this: the Houston Rockets currently have a winning record. If I'm not mistaken, going into this game, the Houston Rockets had a better record than the LA Lakers. Going into that game that you're seeing right there. I'm trying to figure out it's a good place to relax. Now, nobody's ever thought that Dylan Brooks is LeBron James. That's the reason when I remember when the caption team for the Lakers, right, was showing a comparison of Dylan Brooks and LeBron James, and they're showing total points and all stars. And I'm like, well, Dylan Brooks, granted, we know that Dylan Brooks is never going to get that far, right? But Dylan Brooks only been in the league like 3 years. Like, stop trying to compare them. And we all know that Dylan Brooks is not coming to the league as the chosen one for this generation. But we do see that every time that he does face Dylan Brooks, LeBron James definitely goes into his mode where
I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. I'm the best player in the world.
I have a huge basketball IQ.
I want my damn respect too.
and they get into it. Like I said, this is during a timeout. Instead of LeBron going to his corner and Dylan Brooks going to his corner, now they having a stare down. They're having a full blown stare down at each other. In-season tournament is testy. We see, I forgot who AD shoved down. He shoved over somebody. This may have been Minnesota. Was this Minnesota again? Let's not say it was Minnesota. Let's just say it was Houston. But he had to shove somebody down to the ground recently. So we see it. And we spoke about this on the podcast in the past, that the buddy era of LeBron James is kind of has passed. But right now, all you have, and it's kind of split now, it's either guys that look up to LeBron James and they will always ride his dick, or players that want to beat him bad as shit because he has been the icon for the generation that's passing. Rui Hachimura, I believe, rides his dick. And listen, LeBron James needs dick riders on his team. He does. But like who wouldn't want cheerleaders? Like who wouldn't want somebody that is a yes man to everything that they say, that's always cheering up everything that you do, over exaggerating everything that you do. Like, they really make him feel good about himself. Because for the fact that Rui Hachimura goes and said that Dylan Brooks must want to be part of LeBron James's story, that just tells me that, why are you riding that man's dick like that? Like, how about Dylan Brooks is trying to write his own story, regardless of who it is? Because Dylan Brooks isn't just like this with LeBron James. He was like this with everybody. He just didn't get noticed until he did it to LeBron James. For you non-basketball people, for you people that only watch LeBron James or the Lakers, he was doing this with everybody, to all the teams. He's been a menace. I didn't notice until he's over there blowing in LeBron James's ear. You know what I mean, metaphorically. Shout out to my Brooklyn native. So Houston and LA, they played the other day, and LA wins this game. If I'm not mistaken, the final score is 105-104. You guys see it? And Dylan Brooks ain't played bad. That's the thing about it. Don't let them fool you. Dylan Brooks didn't play bad. 24 points, 4 steals, 6 3-pointers, 43% shooting. LeBron James has played better, as he should. But you know what's bad, though? I mean, because Anthony Davis, he played well here too, right? If I'm not mistaken, he ended up having a 25-point double-double. So he plays well here too. But you understand that for as well as LeBron James played, what you're missing is that LeBron James has to play this well, which is a shame that LeBron James has to put up 37 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds to squeak out a 1-point victory over Dylan Brooks and the Houston Rockets. I think we see Jamal Murray walking in the building. That's not Jamal Murray. I'm gonna start doing that. Start calling people random athletes as they walk by. Oh man. So I know it's great, and the thing about it is that it's nothing against LeBron James. It really isn't. I don't know how many ways I have to say this. I am a LeBron James fan. I love me some. I like me some LeBron. I enjoy. Yeah, that's as far as I can tell. I can say I'm a LeBron James fan. All right, I'm just like don't get it twisted. I'm just hard on my stars. It ain't my fault that you guys didn't like. I didn't have a podcast. You guys didn't know me when Kobe was coming up, and I was rooting for Tracy McGrady, the way I was rooting for Melo during the LeBron James era. Like, don't be mad at me that you didn't know me during that time frame. It ain't my fault, but I did that. So, what was we saying? It's a shame that LeBron has to drop 28, 30, 37 for them to squeak out a 1-point victory over Houston. Now, granted, Anthony Davis had a decent game. 27 points, 10 rebounds. 11 for 15 shooting. But what Anthony Davis should be doing is consistently at this point having a better game than LeBron James. See, this is what I don't think you guys understand. Any shortcomings that the Lakers have at this point is not LeBron James's fault. He's 38. He shouldn't be having to do this anymore. It's like you getting pregnant, but that you having grandma watch the kids and while grandma's still working. Like, she shouldn't have to do that anymore. She already raised her kids. LeBron James shouldn't have to drop 37 just to squeak out a 1-point victory. Anthony Davis should be going off for 40 if he's shooting an 11 for 15 clip. That's damn near 75. Damn near. That's damn near 75% shooting. So Anthony Davis should be winning, but you know what happens to Anthony Davis? He fouls out this game. He can't maintain his composure. His last foul is a charge, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. Lakers fans, I don't know what you guys are going to do when you guys fall short again. Now, I'm going to tell you this. It's going to be weird. Because while I believe you fall short for finals over and over again, as long as you have Anthony Davis and LeBron James on the same team, Anthony Davis there as supposed to be the heir apparent. I believe they're going to win this in-season tournament game. I believe if they're not trying for anything else, I fully believe that LeBron James and these Lakers are wholeheartedly trying to get this in-season tournament victory, just to add another little notch onto their belt. Let's add another accolade to the LeBron James resume. To be able to say that you won the first one, you've seen it. That's same thing when they first announced the Kobe Award in the All-Star game, and then you saw players. Okay, I want to try to win this game. I want to try to win this trophy. This the inaugural season of the in-season tournament. I have a weird feeling that the Lakers are actually taking this one seriously. At the city, they don't take all games seriously, but to say that they won the in-season tournament, That'll be a nice little consolation prize for a 38-year-old LeBron James that can't win a chip anymore. As long as he's relying on Anthony Davis as being the heir apparent. But more on this in-season tournament. I know you guys are like, damn, it's been that fire. Because when I say they've been getting testy, let's really get into what everybody has been talking about. Right?
But we did what we do. Welcome back to the Warriors Invitational, baby. That's what we do.
Draymond Green out here choking bitches like he's Wayne Brady. Oh, yo. I swear, I don't know, I'm telling you guys. If you listen real closely, you can hear him yell, Sacre bleu, me tête. Yo! He choked him the fuck. I swear to God, if your first thought was not baby boy, when you saw that chokehold he put on him, because of a Rudy Gay, because Rudy Gay was over here waving his arms. I'm like, yo, you know what's worse? This is why I don't want Karl Anthony Towns near my Knicks. This is why I don't want Anthony Towns bitch ass nowhere near my Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns spent the majority of 15 seconds trying to arm wrestle him, and then eventually was like, "Oh, you got his neck? I'm gonna go for your neck too." And then eventually was about to put his arm. But then by that time the fight is done. Anthony Edwards just got in the circle, was just like, I ain't even gonna be here past this contract. So, oh no, this was one of the funnier events that I remember seeing.
I thought Gobert would pick that man and drop his ass. Gobert was the softest
Listen,
one.
The next time they play, if Rudy Gobert does not sweep the legs, if he don't go full Cobra Kai, right? Full Jean-Claude Van Damme on his ass. Get a little blood sport. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you gotta do something to get back at this guy, because
Gobert gonna face the basket
like,
in his face, bro, like square up on the.
Oh, which one is that? Which one is that? Oh. Still got it. Yo, I don't know why this made my NBA, but this is what I'm telling you. The in-season tournament, like, these guys are actually, this in-season tournament is bringing out a little playoff like venom in these guys. But also, Draymond did that on GP. He did that on God. Like, he did that because he's like, if I don't do this enforce this right here, I can't say I'm the enforcer of my team. This perfect opportunity. And listen, Green was right. Rudy Gobert hopped into the commotion between Clay and the other guy, because nobody knows who the other guy is, right? I think it was McDaniels, right? Or Daniels or something. And he grabs Klay Thompson. He has Klay Thompson like this around his neck, but it's high up on his shoulder and chest, where you don't know what he's about to do next. So if you're just reacting like, oh no, this bitch got his arms around my teammates. Oh, yes, right. Call for your mama. Call for your mama. Mama. Yo. Oh my goodness.
I'm that weight coming on your weight.
So Draymond had to do this for GP. He had to do this
to establish how Draymond Green.
Like, what did I tell you? What did we discuss earlier? Sometimes you get put in scenarios to see if you were really about that. And that what it was. Like, now, Draymond Green is suspended for 5 days. Nobody, listen, if you're going to say when keeping it real goes wrong, listen, we're taking this. I'm telling you right now, this is block approved. The block approves what Draymond, but also his coach did too, because I can see what Steve Kerr's going to take up for his players. I can see what Steve Kerr saw. I can see what Draymond saw, right? Like, yo, you trying to break this up, go grab your guy. Grab your guy. Don't grab my
Don't
guy.
grab my
Because
guy.
you grab my guy, I'm grabbing you. Now, this isn't Draymond Green's first offense. So, and people see Draymond choking out a bitch.
Yeah,
like
he just punched a nigga in the face
Exactly.
last season, you know, so
when they see Draymond Green choking him like he was a pimp named Slipback, right?
on live TV, Draymond ain't get too shit. Come here.
You quickly remember that this isn't Draymond Green's first offense. But can I also remind you, this isn't the Minnesota Timberwolves' first offense. What is it about the Timberwolves that says choke me out? Have we forgotten when Ben Simmons choked out Karl Anthony Towns and had him tapping? So you can't see the TV screen. I don't have it up anymore. Yeah. Had him tapping.
His own teammate?
No. Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons
when he was with, I think when he was with Philly, right? Had Karl Anthony Towns, grabbed him by his neck, had Karl Anthony Towns on the floor. I was like, yo, had him tapping. So it's not just Draymond. It's just something about the Minnesota Timberwolves that says,
choke me out.
choke a bitch. Yo, I was wilding over here. But of course, Draymond Green is going to get the blunt for the blame because we all remember, and I'll give this to you guys full screen. Actually, I'm going to give you these last two full screen. You guys don't need to see me like this, right? But there you go. You guys remember this. Karl Anthony Towns being choked out. Y'all remember him tapping? There goes a tap right there. You listen. See, people in sports need to really be lucky that these crowds don't act like wrestling crowds. Because the very next time Karl Anthony Towns would have stepped foot on a basketball court, if he was a wrestler, they would have been yelling, "You tapped out! You tapped out! You tapped out!" They are so lucky they're not treated like wrestling crowds. But like I said, Draymond Green is not being judged just for this. Let's not forget, I think it was just last year, he curb stomped Sabonis from Sacramento Kings when he stomped and caved his chest. He's like, yo, his body just happened to be right there. I couldn't have had it.
That ain't the first time, bro. He always.
Not only that,
He aggressive.
let's not forget, as we pull up the next slide, right? Oh, wait, sorry. This is about Rudy Gobert again. Now, when he stepped on Sabonis, Stephen Curry was playing. And why is that important? As you guys can see, because Rudy Gobert would come out and say afterwards, "Ha ha." Every time Steph doesn't play, he doesn't want to play. Without his guy Steph, so he does anything he can to get ejected. But no, every time Steph doesn't play, he doesn't want to play without his guy. So Steph is not playing. He does anything he gets injected, which is not true. When he curb stomped Sabonis, Steph was playing, right? As we pull up Draymond Green's next bit of evidence, when he kicked, oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. Oh my God, the center from Oklahoma City, Adams. When he kicked Steve Adams in the dick, right?
I remember that.
Twice. Stephen Curry was playing, right?
Boy, he be wild.
These just keep getting worse.
He be wilding out, bro.
When he punched Jordan Poole in the face, Steph Curry was active. And they weren't even in the real game. Now, speaking of people who are going to be, listen, Draymond Green is not the only person who wants to punch Jordan Poole in the face. Well, maybe punch him in the face, but the Washington Wizards are ready to punch the clock on Jordan Poole. I told you guys, there's a cesspool going on in D.C., and his name is Jordan. It's Jordan Cesspool. It's no longer Jordan Poole Party. This is now Jordan Cesspool. Because rumors are already, these are just rumors, The Wizards are likely to trade Jordan Poole at the end of the season, if not by the trade deadline. And they just got him. Because they're already tired of his antics. Not paying attention to plays. Who knows? And put it this way, if there are things that we can see on court that rubs us the wrong way, oh, I guarantee there's a whole bunch of shit happening be off court that rubs the organization and that ownership group the wrong way. You guys remember Jordan Poole had a play coming in. He wasn't paying attention. One of his teammates tapped him, was like, "Hey, the coach is running the play. I'm trying to tell you about the play." What does he say? Fuck that. This is my team. Doesn't pay attention. Starts paying attention when the play when coach is basically explaining what's going on. Doesn't hear what he's saying. As he's walking away, he's like this at the clipboard. Trying to peek and see what the hell is going on. Gets on the court, has no clue what play is happening. Fuck that, is my team. Throwing alley-oops to Kuzma when you guys are down 26. Fuck that, is my team. Fuck that, you about to have no team. You get a third team in 3 years or in 2 years, and you haven't won a scoring title, been an MVP candidate, or any of those super accolades that make people want to give you more chances like James Harden, then you quickly become washed. You're going to be a six-man somewhere, and when you're a six-man somewhere, you better hope that you humble yourself at that point in time and take that role on and really take on trying to be the sixth man of the year. Because if you don't, what's going on, sis? You will be out of the lead, Mr. Cesspool. Because until you start acting right, I'm no longer calling this a pool party. There's no party going on in DC. You're losing. You're fucking losers. Yeah, you have a horrible record, and you're coming out there like the one ring that you have, that you were the catalyst behind it. What did we hear Andre Iguodala say? Yo, how come that Jordan Poole was wondering, yo, how come coach won't let me cook? Like, yo, I got these numbers, I got this, I do this, how come you won't let me cook like Steph? I don't know how to tell him, like, yo, relax. Like, your time will come. This is Steph's team. That's why you can't cook like that. So, he's cool. We got to Washington. He's like, people ask him, how does he feel about this scenario? He goes, you know what, it's nice. It's a new environment. I kind of get to do my own thing. I got my own team now. These are his words. Do my own thing now. Got my own team. Financial situation, got himself financially stable for him and his family. Understand that part. But gotta do what I want. Got my own team. All right. Rumors already have it. Now you see why Draymond Green probably wanted to punch him in the face. But speaking of things that hey, what's going on? How you guys doing? But speaking of things that you can't wait to get rid of, let's give a nice little big up. To Dick Vitale. I feel like I'm breezing through my podcast today. No, I spent like 20 minutes. No, I spent like an hour on that first segment. we was on the in-season tournament forever. Okay. But Dick Vitale was recently announced as cancer-free. So you guys know the legendary voice of college sport. Yeah, baby, it's a Yankee Doodle Dandy. That's Dick Vitale, and Dick Vitale is officially cancer-free. Now, there is a way. There's another way, right? Or I should say, there is a way to make sure that the dick in your life also stays alive. How so? That's with Blue Chew. What is Blue Chew you at? Dick Vitale, you gotta make sure the dick in your life stays alive too. Right? And how you do that? You do that with Blue Chew. You do that with Blue Chew. What's Blue Chew? Blue Chew just happens to be, where's my Blue Chew? It's somewhere in this deep bag of mine. We got a deep bag of tricks in here. Not that bag of tricks. Not that bag of tricks. There's a bag of tricks in here with a bag of tricks with a bag of tricks. Blue Chew? Nope. Other bags. Wait, where is that other bag? Okay, there's a bag of tricks missing. There's a whole bag of no. There really is a bag of tricks missing. Where's that bag of tricks at? Okay. No, I have a goodie bag. It looks like, with all my prizes and stuff. My prize bag go. We got to figure that one out. While we figure that out, we'll continue to tell you what Blue Chew is. Because it's a little blue pill that can get you back your thrill. Just a few chews before you do. Open up a pack and head straight. Wait, I said that backwards. You open up a pack and head straight to the sack. Just a few chews before you do. It has the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so this is one opportunity that you just can't miss. For a very low cost, you can beat it up like a boss, and she will love how you come through like a champ when you Blue Chew in advance. And if you use my promo code of GSSS, you can get your first order of Blue Chew for free. We're talking about complete shipping and handling, but other than that, we're talking about for the free, for free. And it doesn't matter whether you need it or you want it. They have Blue Chew for you. Listen, basically what I'm telling you. If you've been talking a lot of shit in your DMs, Blue Chew it. You don't. We know you don't mean to, but every once in a while, you pop bottles in the club a little too early. We want to make sure that when you pop that bottle in the club is at the right time, and after that bottle pops in the club, you know what? You got another one ready to pop in the club. Back to back bottles popping. You can have something waiting for you 9 months later, but you wouldn't have been let down. Because regardless of how you do it, whether it's doggy style, it's missionary style, since we talking about baby boy, froggy style, jackhammer style, Amazon style, right? We have Blue Chew for you. Because when it comes to Blue Chew, there's only two things you need to know. You chew it and you do it. Whether you want to do it like LL, where you do it all night long. Sorry, that's not LL. LL was doing it well. If you original, you do it all night long. It doesn't matter. Remember what I said? There's only two things you need to know. You chew it, and then you do it. Blue Chew. That promo code is GSSS. Because once you take one, that's the sound she gonna make. It's gonna be all over the place. Put the plastic down. You guys used to figure out why Grandma had the plastic on the furniture? Because Grandpa had Blue Chew. I'm done. I need to be corrected after that. Oh my God. I just thought about that was going to be a new one. I'm going to put that in there. You know why Grandma had plastic? Because of Blue Chew. I'm sorry, guys. Let me make sure my mic isn't super hot today. Hey, yo. You guys been bearing with me. Hopefully, it's much more acceptable value. Probably checking the levels. I don't know why I just thought about. That's always the last one I think about. Speaking of levels, I'm gonna be leveled off on this drink pretty soon. So we talked about Jordan Poole. We talked about, you know what? Let's get into more Monday Night Football because that's what we haven't talked about, and that's on live right now. We have Monday. Listen, it's Monday night. MyT Sports Podcast. We got trivia still coming around 10:37. No, may not happen today. We still doing trivia at 10:37. We just need the people's here. We just need the people's back. We gotta get back out Wednesday, to understand that we here on Mondays now. We're no longer here on Wednesdays. We're here on Mondays now. We're here on Monday. MyT Sports Podcast. Monday Night Football, sports, beer, alcohol, trivia. You name it. We got it. We outside. El barrio. That's sad. But that's still coming too. But we gotta get this Monday Night Football because we have a rematch of the Super Bowl. We have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't have the current score for you guys.
It's currently 17-7. The Chiefs are up 17-7.
Chiefs are up 17-7. Things aren't looking good for Philly. Now, granted, if I had to really pick, I probably would pick Kansas City in this game. Only because, and I'm gonna tell you why. I love Philly. I do. I love Jalen Hurts. I love him since college. This is what makes rooting against Tua got a tongue twister so easy. Because he came to the Miami Dolphins, and I hated him since college too. Took my boy's job. They took our job. Right? So what Jalen Hurts probably doesn't realize in this particular matchup, it's a statement game. I know he's aware of that. He doesn't realize how much of a statement game this probably is. That when he plays Kansas City this time around, it's not going to be regular season Kansas City. Kansas City's going to take like the Super Bowl all over again because they want to make that statement that we faced you in the Super Bowl. That wasn't Fugazi. That wasn't by luck. And if we see you again, we're going to beat that ass again.
So if you come anytime you come our way, we spank that.
Exactly. When you come to the when you come to Super Bowl Boulevard, that's my block. Like that's where we were. Like it was the Warriors Invitational. It is not a Kansas City. Like it is no longer the Patriots Invitational. It's not a Kansas City Chiefs Invitational. Get your headgear ready because they're coming to scalp.
Yeah, man. That was a good one. That's like Miami, right? That's who was making noise. They played both these teams. Both of them whooped their ass. That's why I really wanted to see that game to really tell me what's up. So Hurts, you gotta know, man. This is, you get what I'm saying? This ain't no. So if they whoop you right now, don't expect if you see them in the end of the season, you're gonna fly. They gonna whoop that.
No.
That might make it a game.
That from what I hear about from players, it's hard to beat the same team twice or 3 times in the same season.
Yeah, that's what they say. You know, but I'm saying, but look. Like I put in it
that mental warfare.
But just check it out on. So look, right, bro. In the past couple of years, that's like in a sense Miami, right? They ain't never took it all the way. But then look, in the past 5 years, maybe, bro, they've been to the finals like 3-4 times. We talk about Miami Heat. Yeah. So now think of it. They ain't came out with no championship like every. But you think of it, bro. For them to go to the final from last place, all that shit last year, even the years before. Bro, they consistently been going to the finals. They whoop Boston ass when it comes to, you get what I'm saying? Like, man, they might win in the season or whatever, but that 7-game season, man, Heat be spanking that ass. So now look, the same thing with Mahomes. Bro, in the past couple years, so like, look, ain't no denying his talent or where he at as a quarterback or what he comes with. You catch what I'm saying? Just look at the past couple years, like what he do. How many he took? 2? 3? Like
he's on his second or third.
Oh, but hear what I said. But look, so if it's that, but look, in 5 years he maybe went 4 times, bro, to the finals. You catch what I'm saying? You feel so, bro. Them kind of statistics. Yeah, man. So that's just what I'm saying. I think Mahomes really is the better one. It was if Hurts ready to step up to the plate. You get me?
So it's gonna be tough for Hurts because this is where the truth does hurt because he may run the NFC and keep running into Hurts and realize that every time he run into run into Mahomes,
they run through.
It's going to be painful.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because, what do we call Patrick here on the show? Patrick, your end zone is my homes.
Yeah, my homes.
That's where I live. Your end zone is my home.
Yeah, man. He stay at home.
And you see this right early, 3 touchdowns in this game.
Nah, two, and then in the last minute of they turn over the ball, 50-something seconds, they call a timeout, and then they at least got a field goal. So it was 14-7.
Oh, 17-7. I'm sorry, you said 17-7.
Yeah, 17-7. Nah, so check it. It was 14-7. They was up 1 touchdown with 1 more minute to go, like 54 seconds.
So basically, Philly has the ball. It's before halftime. They're driving down the field. What you're saying?
They turn it over. They kick it off.
They're trying to tie them. They're trying to tie the game before halftime, and they fuck up.
They didn't turn it. Look, they kick it off with a minute. Buddy made it the distance at least to score a field goal in 1 minute, bro. Took it down the distance at least to score a field goal. You get what I'm saying?
Well, that's football.
Man,
and
that could have been the game. You get
that always kills me, right? Because you watch a game. And you watch them, and they struggling. You see offenses struggling to score. Move up and down the field, all quarter, all game. Next, you come up to the last 2 minutes of the half, even half. All of a sudden, you can make it down the field in less than in 46 seconds. How come you couldn't make it down the field in 46 seconds in the third drive of the game?
Exactly.
We needed a score. You can do it in the last one. Like, I'm getting so vexed.
They might be, look, and guess what? They might be 4 for 12, 3 for 12, 2 for 12, the whole game on downs conversion. You with me? They ain't making shit. That last play?
There's always that weirdo. But you have this game.
And I don't even want to say it's a litmus test for Jalen Hurts to see how close he is to Patrick Mahomes. It's a bigger test, I think, for the team as well too. They have to see if they still got that fire to play with a team that's already won and realize not only have they won, but their fire is still shining brighter for hunger than yours is, and you haven't won it yet.
So now that's what you got to tell yourself. So that's why this second meeting, like last time, you got that good, nigga. Like you got to let them know.
Let's see what
Look, he shot 5 times. Hurts.
Yeah, Hurts shot
5 for 7. Though look his completion in the set, man.
46 yards. That's embarrassing.
0 for 1.
1 interception. Bro.
Yeah, 0 touchdowns.
Patrick Mahomes 10 for 16, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Yeah, that's not. That's a bad. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this on Tuesday night. That's a bad performance. That is a bad, really bad performance. But you know who's had a good performance in his career? One, Eli Manning, right? And I don't know if you guys have heard, and it's been announced that Eli Manning is going to be inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Eli Manning.
So for all you people that was like, hey, I don't know about Eli Manning's career, because Eli Manning gets a lot of slack for his career. His 2 Super Bowls are, I don't say they're highly scrutinized, because he made those plays, he made those passes. What's highly scrutinized is the rest of his career when he didn't make the Super Bowl.
I got you. Just because he was.
Because listen, I used to find this so frustrating. Because with Eli Manning, when he wasn't winning, he was a below average quarterback. Consistently, just a slightly below average quarterback. And everybody knew it. But what happened is that they gave him a pass early because he was Peyton Manning's son, and he also won a Super Bowl early. So he always got that pass early. And he won a second Super Bowl. And then that added on to his super pass. And then, even when he was kind of old and washed up, it was like, well, he still got something in him. So what they do? They drafted Saquon. See where that's been leading, right? When the whole problem has been their offensive line. You see where that's still at.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. So, but it's been years that Peyton Manning but Eli has caught him slack. They even asked him one time. I remember, I think it was the Michael K show or somewhere. Maybe not the Michael K show. Maybe ESPN or one of those Thursday night football post-game interviews. They asked him, "Are you an elite quarterback?" They fed up asked Eli Manning that, "Are you an elite quarterback?"
That's the question.
He was like, "Well, you can't spell elite without Eli." Like,
gangster.
That wasn't exactly his answer, but that's basically what he said. He's like, "Oh yeah, he was. I got 2 rings. I got 2 of these bitches. Like, come on now. How many people made the throws that I've made?" So he put out the announcement himself, right, before anybody else has.
That he's going to be inducted.
There were a lot of doubters out there whether I would make it into the Hall of Fame. Case closed. Eli Manning inducted into Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame, class of 2024.
Wow. Mississippi, man, come on. I was wondering, you got this. Mississippi.
Hey, can't beat that one.
At least true. He gets inducted.
That's definitely true. We know Brett Favre ain't the Mississippi State.
Eli.
Don't forget, Brett Favre recently stole money from Mississippi, right, one of the cities in Mississippi, right, from what was supposed to be like either like a children's park or orphanage home. He stole money from that so he could build a golf course, and he colluded with I think the mayor of that city to do it. His recorders and everything. How Brett Favre and that mayor today have not been indicted and in federal prison? I don't get it. Like, how many things are Brett Favre gonna get away with? He thrown the most interceptions in the league, right? He showed his wee to his masseuse way before Deshaun Watson did it. And before Deshaun Watson made it cool, Brett Favre was out here showing his dick to all his masseuses, right? And now he's over here extorting money from city funds that's supposed to be going to the community. He got to be stopped. He's a menace. Somebody call Batman. Like
Yeah.
shit.
Call
Like
that guy.
who which superhero covers the Mississippi areas? Is it
Yeah.
Swamp Thing? Right? Somebody get them on the horn, right? So we can get this shit taken care of. Because he needs to be locked up. Speaking of being locked up.
How you took that Diddy case? Yeah, I want to hear
Yo.
what's going on with that.
Have you guys heard that Diddy? Now, well, I won't kill them. I won't kill the lead. But Diddy was accused of rape of former romantic partner Cassie. When I first saw this, I was like, wait a minute. First of all, there's two things that don't fit in here: romantic partner and rape. That feels like an oxymoron. I raped my girlfriend while she was my girlfriend, and give her the booty consensually. The fuck? Okay, cool.
Cassie said that?
Well, she's accusing him
So, okay.
but this is how the
Okay.
headline reads. Former romantic partner Cassie sued him for rape. Like I said, the first one, how can I be sued by my romantic partner that was giving me consensual booty?
For rape.
Yeah, how can I rape her? Like she put the whipped cream on herself. Like
Maybe they had days he wasn't supposed to get it and he took it those days. Oh, you can't get it on a Tuesday. No Tuesdays, nigga. Like, fuck, I'm trying to. Oh, shit, you right?
Who did take the booty when their partner was sleeping?
I guess they gave him a schedule Monday, Wednesday.
Like, that's
He didn't
called-
have to
that's
get
called
it
being in a
Tuesday. She called
relationship.
rape. Oh, you
Like
took
she's
it.
sleeping. Okay, you gonna wake up today?
Oh, shit, you know that.
Next thing you know, she's doing this in the bed.
Just hurry up.
Y'all both throwing the worm on your side and shit.
Yeah, but she accused him. That's
so
crazy.
she accuses R. Kelly. And all I can think about is
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
I don't mean to laugh. Because my first thought when I saw the name, I'm like, because what threw me off was romantic partner. I'm like, Cassie? I'm like, wait a minute. You mean
The chick with
the chick with the one video?
everybody like no, but everybody.
That one video chick? I'm like, well, now we see how she got the one video. Like, because she never did anything after that. Like, imagine Puffy keeping his word. Sleep with me, girl. I give you a video on your own record. And actually does it.
But look, but everybody knew for a couple years it was like that was his girl. Like,
Exactly.
Like,
So I didn't know that was his girl. So when I'm seeing this, I'm like, so this isn't the artist accusing him. This is romantic partner. I didn't know this was man. I just thought she was on his
but yeah, at
label.
the time when there was like it was a thing, they was
Now
going
come
together.
the
She had to cut. You remember she had cut her hair.
So now comes the kicker.
Was the kicker there interested in that? What happened?
This wasn't filed in criminal court.
So she just tried to sue for some money.
So this was civil court. And this has already been settled. This popped up on a Friday, was settled by a Monday. Diddy was nope, I ain't gonna pay. What do you want? Like, hold on a second. Hey, what was that? Hey, Mr. Bentley. How much we got underneath the mattress? No, not my mattress, your mattress.
This
Yeah,
shit was
get that shit up. I'll fix your mattress back.
shit crazy.
So they settled. And I'm thinking you settled? On a rape charge? Well, why did you go to civil court? Well,
To push the issue, I'm serious.
Well, I know I don't want to sound like the bad guy. These are just the thing out in my head. It could be it's been so far gone to try to build a criminal case
yeah,
off of a rape thing for somebody that you were dating. May be very hard to prove. If I think like a lawyer, may be very hard to prove. So if you still want to go through with this, your best bet may to make this a civil case. I can hear these words leaving a lawyer's mouth to advisors. So let's keep that. So everybody's thinking I'm being insensitive. No. I fully understand that may also be a scenario too. It's just that when it pops in my head, I'm like, something.
it's crazy.
It smells fishy. And P. Diddy didn't let the shit, you see that this happened over the weekend. How do you hear trials get settled on the weekend? Like, base didn't even open on Sunday. Like, he gave her, like, yo, here's a briefcase and a receipt. Sign for this.
There you go.
Sign this non-compete.
Get out of my face.
Put on here that you're never going to sue me again, right? You treat it like Amazon. We can't go to arbitration. Like none of that shit. You can't protest. You can't protest anymore against me. None of that shit. You bring this up again, like relocating your family to Tibet. But it's already settled. The whole Puffy case, very ironically, is already settled. What's not settled is the Jets' quarterback situation. Because apparently the Jets got a new pilot. They got somebody now. They got somebody new at the helm for quarterback. Zach Wilson will no longer be the Jets' quarterback when they this Friday. So when the Dolphins beat the Jets, you can't even boast that you played our second string quarterback, which is who you would have been playing if you played Zach Wilson. You would have been like, and see, that's the thing about it. Like, people haven't realized where I've been at in my space as a Jets fan this year. Every win is church's money. Aaron Rodgers got injured on the fourth play of the game. So all of my expectations have flown out the window. What would I expect from the Kansas City Chiefs if Patrick Mahomes gets injured for the season? Nothing. Nada. Zero. Zilch. And then they get out and like, damn, they do a really good job over there. Look at some of these wins. If Jalen Hurts went down injured, what would I expect out of Philly? Nothing. So what did I expect out of the Jets when Aaron Rodgers goes down? Absolutely nothing. What I expected for them is exactly what they did. I expected them to shit the bed. And they shit the bed, they pissed the bed, they threw up in that bitch, then they rolled up in it, they hired a pig, that motherfucker ate it, and shitted it all over again. And I'm a new quarterback.
And then you have a
But it's still our second string quarterback that we're replacing with our third string quarterback.
Who is?
I don't even know his damn name. That's why I've been just calling him third string. Hold on. Let's see, Jets QB. Let's see if they've updated him. So, for Tim Boyle. Yep, it doesn't bring up any steam for me. Like, it doesn't boil my water. Sorry, Tim Boyle. It kind of lukewarm. And that's what I'm expecting lukewarm play. And like Tim Boyle, and like Zach Wilson with Tim Boyle, if there's a victory, I'm going to be overly excited because I'm not expecting to win anything with my backup QB. That's the reason why every W, I could be like, oh, look at this. Look at us winning games without our starter.
Yeah.
Look at us putting together building blocks so that when Aaron Rodgers comes back, we would have been through the rough times. We would have been through the heartache. We would know what a downslide looks like. You know what I mean? And be able to pick yourself up. Because if this team can make Zach Wilson win games, then Aaron Rodgers can just win games by smiling at the other team's defense.
Definitely.
10 minutes to go. They just came out of half not too long ago. The game is still 17-7.
Eagles got the
Kansas
ball
City.
right now. Let's see what's going on.
But again, it's not something I can blame Zach Wilson for. The headaches of now. Granted, we just got beat. We just got blown out by Buffalo. Double game. Things were bad. Things looked bad. Interceptions. Like couldn't move the ball. We had 7 yards of offense in the second. When I say it was bad, hold on. Let me pull it up. I don't want to lose your feed on Instagram. Let me pull it up over here. We had something like 7 yards of offense at halftime. I don't think you guys understand what I'm saying. Not like 7 yards on one play, which is what some teams average per play.
For half. That's ridiculous.
7 yards of offense for the whole entire half. And I really want to make sure I got this right, because I wrote it down. I put it in my notes. I was like, I don't want to forget this. Because this couldn't be possible. I had to write it down, and it was very much possible. Let's see what we have. Garrett Wilson, their star wide receiver, he would finish the game with -2 fantasy points. Granted, I was playing the guy that had him on his team. So
Yo, they're crushing the Eagles.
yo, can I tell you this? The person I was playing in my fantasy league, I knew I was going to beat because he was being too much of a homer. His whole entire team consisted of, the majority of the team consisted of Cowboys, Jets, and Dolphins. I was like, yeah, you're going to lose. You're going to lose and lose bad this whole season.
Hey, that defense, that line, man, that defensive line.
Where is it at? Yeah, I'm looking for this note that I made.
Oh, tag this.
Because I know it was 7 yards of offense in the first half, but you have to understand that this is kind of how bad it was, where it was something around the effects of 7 yards, which was completely unacceptable for a whole entire half.
Especially for NFL team.
Like, you understand, we just talked about Jalen Hurts having 48 yards in the half. I was like, yo, that's bad. That's good compared to what Zach Wilson had. So I can see why he's sitting down. So now the New York Jets on their third string quarterback.
Trust me, bro. Like, them Kansas City tonight, the defense crushing. He down to like, in the game already, that's just the start of the third quarter, right? They may be up to like 6-7 sacks, bro. Like, they
Drop something.
It's crazy, man.
The New York Giants, ironically, are also on their third string quarterback. And their third string quarterback looked better than their starting quarterback as well. See, this is going to be a problem in New York. If both of these guys, because it already happened for the Giants, where their quarterbacks already started moving the ball better than Daniel Jones, and that can't happen. Daniel, because you won't just be turning over the ball this time, Dan. You're going to be turning over your job. But here it goes. As soon as the Giants won that game, and the offense looked pretty decent, you knew Monday morning, sports radio, you were going to get all of the "see, I told you so" people. Because there has been a group of people from the moment that Daniel Jones got his contract that never believed that he should have gotten paid. And I shouldn't say there's a group of people. Damn near everybody, unless they're related to Daniel Jones, believe that he shouldn't have gotten paid, especially over Saquon. And what do we see? No Daniel Jones, different quarterback, offense looks smoother. Saquon still looks like Saquon. Saquon even looks a little bit more Quanish, right? Like, hey, give me a little bit more of that Quan. Because he runs back another 40-yard touchdown, breaks. Like, so it pulls up the question for the Giants at the end of the season, because he's going for the rest of the season. What do you do now next season? Because now things are going to end up being weird. This guy looks better than Daniel Jones. Giants fans had already refrained and put themselves in a position where we're preparing for the number one pick, or at least one of these tops. But now you bring in this new back. He's out to R. Kelly. He's fighting for his life out here. He's trying to get a starting position. He ain't trying to lose games. Energy. From this part, his energy is infectious to the team. They feed off of him. What will make this season even worse, if the Giants rattle off 3-4 more wins this season, and next thing you know, they no longer qualify for that top spot, just because they switched out their sorry quarterback for what was supposed to be their sorrier quarterback, but the sorrier quarterback ended up being better than one of them. And then it comes back. Why did we pay Daniel Jones $40 million? But this is why he has basically a 2-year contract. Because after this year, next year, damn near all that money's gone, and now he becomes a bridge quarterback. And if he can't show that he could be better than the guy that's replacing him now, and the guy that they draft, that Daniel Jones, welcome to Cleveland. Welcome to the Raiders. Well, basically, welcome to the jungle that they call free agency. And there ain't no fun and games there. Because ask Dennis Schroeder from the NBA, you go from making 85 guaranteed to 8.5 guaranteed. God damn, that still hurts my heart.
So
Dennis Schroeder.
So what happened to the? It was guaranteed, so he still get that money trading off.
Are you talking about for Dennis Jones?
Like so, no, like say the Schroeder stuff.
Oh, well, Dennis Schroeder is something completely different.
No, but hear what I said. Since that was guaranteed from the other team, what happened? They settling that out.
No. He never signed the contract. He thought so. What happened with Dennis Schroeder is that
he was gonna wait to bargain for free agency to make a better.
The Lakers were gonna give him a contract, $85 million for 4 years. His agent convinced him that
he was gonna go in free agency, so wait for him to try and bargain out.
Because he's like, you could get more money on free agency. So the Lakers were like, you think you could get more money than this in free agency? Go ahead. He signed a $2 million contract that year.
The agent had him screwed over, bro.
He fired his agent.
And look, but he was a good fit for LA too. Bro.
Yeah, you would have been at least talked about.
Yeah, man.
At least it would have been like, at least.
Oh,
it would have been a whole lot.
What a run! That's the most explosive. Listen, all game. That's the biggest play all game. A return.
I need them to start going off.
I'm trying to tell you.
Let me make sure my fantasy is locked in. You know what? That's what I need to do more than anything.
Them dudes can't do shit.
I need to make sure that my fantasy is locked in and I can't lose this game in any way.
Come on, Philly. I have too much faith in it, bro.
But back to Dennis Schroeder.
Rematch, it is.
So he fired his agent.
No Lombardi trophy.
No, there's no Lombardi. But look, as Jalen Hurts with your pride, you trying to carry your team and give them something to finish.
Oh,
you
okay.
know what I'm saying? You need this fucking win.
Oh,
bro.
even better.
They already took the last one. You catch me at least. So I'll see you in the Super Bowl.
You're talking to the Phillies fan. He's like, I know it and I feel it.
I needed a bye week.
Yeah.
So that's what's like.
Every game was
If Daniel Jones is not careful, he'll never get. And he'll never actually. Not even not careful. I don't. Even right now, as it currently stands, without the other two quarterbacks outplaying him, he never gets another big contract in this league. Unless when he comes back, he completely blows everything out the water. Daniel Jones never gets another big contract in this league again. And I know he's. And that's how I actually compared to Dennis Schroeder, but go back to the Dennis Schroeder timeline. Had an $85 million contract guaranteed from the Lakers. Never signed the contract, thought he could get more money in the market.
And now he had to take crumbs.
Ended up signing $2 million. Immediately after that happened, fired his agent. She was better off being in LA because it's a whole lot better to be having people talk much like, man, he ain't worth $21 million a year.
But he got his money.
Versus, you rather them say that you're not worth the money and be paid. Everybody look at you like, damn.
That's like Miami giving this dumbass Hassan Whiteside $90 million. Yeah. That nigga was like, haha.
And then they had to let him go.
He wasn't even way before they gave him the 90, but he was like, oh, you took me away from here.
They thought the money would motivate him and realized that it just kind of made him a little. It only motivated him for one more year. Yeah. So back to Dennis Schroeder. To this day, Dennis Schroeder has made in the last 4 years, or since the 4 years that has passed, since he was offered that $85 million contract, he has made a total of $8.5 million.
You mad at the world. 10% of what you were supposed to get. That's it, just 10%. And guess what? Taxes don't even go inside of that shit yet. They ain't even.
He's over here like, damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but unfortunately, that's the sport game because it's a business.
Like some other players, this is why James Harden don't realize that he's at that point where you can never. As you know, I also tell players, when the money's there, you take it because you may never be able to make that up again. And unless you're one of those superstars, you're never gonna see that again.
But I ain't lying. James Harden had a decent career. Like if not, but he made money. He got paid everywhere he was.
But he's at the end of his career where he has to realize he's no longer gonna get a big contract anymore.
He just needs to chill with the ego and play more.
That's the reason why.
That's his problem.
That's the reason why Philly couldn't re-sign him. He's no longer worth a big contract anymore, and nobody's gonna deal. He's gotten to the point where
too much ego,
your style and your ego isn't worth the money anymore, right? You've reached the deficit portion of this pie.
Yeah.
Right?
a team be looking at it like really that should be politics. You gotta really be able to at least play it on the, even if you're not really with that, but show the face. If you can't, man, like bad. The next person I think that get booted fucking Jamaran. Let him not get his ass together.
He is one of the. Oh, we
like
got
to
Rabbit
me.
back with us.
To me,
Where you at, boo? Where you at?
Oh,
You know, I came here and I'm supposed to be seeing you live. I'm supposed to get the 5-5 boom live in the
toughest
room.
defense they faced all season. I even surprised. Like, what the fuck going on? You see that? Can't just see it really, bro. Like tonight they come out like for the head, bro.
They came out.
Dude,
Listen, this is.
bro, the defense scrambled
In the back.
Wimby
See?
has won 24 of his bye weeks. The next game after his bye week, 24 in a row. That's 24 years.
I had to
of
go
bye
straight
weeks.
every
And
time.
never lost.
So now
And
that's
the
when they
who's
coming
all
off a bye week. It's over.
Yeah.
One of my
So
friends
another
passed.
record win.
And there's a couple other people watching the game talking shit.
So is Philadelphia.
I'm gonna tell you. See, he's teaching these boys, and a lot of these guys, while they're still kind of younger than him, right? They're his peers, but they're younger than him.
Oh, yeah.
He's teaching them the lesson Tom Brady taught him. Because after Tom Brady, after New England Patriots, Tom Brady faced them in the playoffs. Every time they played in the regular season, Tom Brady and New England went at them like it was a regular season game. Look at it. The majority of those games when they played,
Gone, TD, gone.
who's that?
TD,
Who's that?
Yeah,
Swift.
gone on there.
I need AJ. I don't need AJ Brown. I don't
But
need
that
AJ.
was, like I said, so look, after the run back, that's the biggest play of the game. Let's go.
But if you look at a lot of those games
10
when
yards
Patriots
over.
played them,
Let's go.
it was 4-down football.
I want
They
to
were
whoop that
in
ass.
the regular season.
Yeah.
They were playing not to kick because they knew how explosive. So now when you see Kansas City, you see the lessons passed down, right? The lessons by fire. You see Kansas City, when they play certain teams, people don't realize this, even in the playoffs. You play them, get ready to play 4-down football. They're too explosive.
Exactly.
A matchup like this is a Super Bowl rematch. Philly needed to come out there like some angry dogs. Like they need. Actually, I think
Well, look,
Philly's.
it's not too late. It's not too late. Let's go.
Holding.
I think a Philly player said
That was
this.
holding right
Actually,
there.
no. Was it Philly that said this? We could come out here like some crazy dogs, or was that Lawrence Taylor? Was he a Philly player or was Lawrence Taylor?
So look,
But that's how they need to come out.
Lawrence Taylor was a maniac.
Listen, complete maniac.
Oh,
On and on
Look at
and
all the
on.
holding.
On
he pulled
and
him and then he cuffed him.
they didn't give him the penalty.
No.
No, they didn't throw the
Second
flag. He held him for like 10 yards. That's okay.
So
This is the
Touchdown.
WWE.
There they go. Touchdown. Right.
I guess at some point in time I have to be responsible enough to talk about the Dolphins.
Oh, that nigga still 8-1. I thought they had to take another
Who? The Dolphins?
No.
Oh, Kansas.
Philly.
Philly?
Yeah. Eagles.
Oh, you know who beat them? One second. Don't say anything. I got you covered.
Wait a minute. What's that?
You know who beat Philly this year, right? Yep. It was green on green violence. The only loss is to the Jets. The Jets only beat good teams this year. No, I think they beat one bad team. They beat Denver. We beat Kansas. We didn't beat Kansas. We played good against Kansas. We beat Buffalo. We beat Philly. And I think we got one more victory somewhere. A couple more victories. We ended like with 3 in a row. I just want listen.
It's a fucking
Even though I don't need
Oh,
the
there
fifth
he
touchdown,
goes. Jalen Hurts, baby. Touchdown.
touch him right in.
Yeah, you gotta go let him go.
What's up? That's what's up.
Yeah,
We just want to see a good game. We just want to see a good game.
exactly. That's what I want to see. Make that shit competitive. It's not too late. You get the lead somewhere there. We got a fucking
The
game.
Eagles were never a first half team.
Exactly. That's why they let it
So
play.
far
Watch
this year,
it.
they figured out a way to win.
So now
It
I'm
might have
curious.
been ugly,
But they still win. Yeah.
The Dolphins now they win their last game. They improved to 7-3, and they're now sitting top of the division. I think they have like a 2-game lead now on top of the division. Buffalo is 6-5.
So watch me, right? That's gonna be a game. They're gonna stop their ass and score a touchdown. We got a game.
Now defense is going to.
You get me? We got a game. That's where all the time they was on the back end.
Well,
What's
not
up?
to mention they are 3 and out.
I'm still not-
long enough that they could rest.
Exactly.
So Dolphins fans, I'm still not impressed by their team yet. Now because
Honestly, these 2 losses I told you. So look, both of these games was key proving games. The Eagles, And then for the same game that I
And
played
you know
right there,
what?
both of them
So-
whooped Miami
look,
ass to me. They're not ready.
And I'll tell you what, I'm an Eagles fan, but they got
No, that-
11 flags and the Eagles didn't get one.
One-
I saw
A lot of
fake
flags they didn't call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The Miami Dolphins, right?
But still, right?
I'm trying to be good to the Dolphin fan base here. 7-3 victory. They beat a Las Vegas Raiders team last Sunday. Now, granted, this is a Raiders team that they fired their head coach, fired their general manager, fired their quarterback basically, switched out quarterback, fired the whole entire trifecta. After firing them, Antonio Pierce that took over the team, Raiders native from Compton, motivated them, got them a victory over the Giants, got them a victory over the Jets, ran into the Dolphins, they stumbled against the Dolphins. People thought they were good, like the Raiders would have lost the very first game after switching coach, but hey, 2 games worth of motivation. Obviously, after winning 2 games straight, Miami Dolphins feel like they've stopped the momentum of the Raiders.
Yeah.
What momentum? Raiders are 5-6. Again, you beat a team under 500.
That's right.
It has. You understand? I don't know which one is
That's
longer.
like Dallas.
Are you guys wrestling fans? Currently wrestling fans right now? I don't know which one is longer. Roman Reigns' reign or the last time that the Dolphins beat a team over 500.
Yeah.
And Roman Reigns has had that belt for 3 years.
All right. So check it out, right? Good point, right? But like you say, with the season, man, they toss you up in the bundle. Like you said, you get what you get. You gotta figure out a way to make it out of that, right?
True.
So look,
That is
now,
always true.
just one thing about any sport, man, injuries come. Like, you start the season, say with your 12 best, you might end with 3. You can't be so that's it. You gotta figure out a way to keep it moving.
No. I said this to say this. He's a Philly fan.
Mm-hmm.
What did they say about you guys last year when you had the fluff record? When you technically played fluff teams? Didn't they question your whole season?
But look, the way they played, how could you question that they had the momentum going
No,
from
not just them.
I get you.
I'm sticking in the division.
Yeah.
Cowboys record,
Yeah.
question all year, right? Giants record, question all year. Not even a question mark because this year they could barely win any games, right? So we got an answer on the Giants. That was because of the thing. We see everybody kind of fall back just a little bit. Record is differently, so I get it. You got to play your record. What I'm warning Dolphins fans of, you can't flap your fins this hard when you haven't beat a team of 500 because we saw like the Giants, we saw like Philly. When you now have that time to play that elite talent, what they have done 3 times this year, they have not won 1 game against a team. So it isn't that they beat everybody under 500. They haven't beaten anybody over.
Okay, I got you. A good point, granted, good point.
And when you make the playoffs, what happens? Over 500, over 5. Unless you play the first team in a while, but over 500, over 500, over 500.
Watch me, to be real, that's why I say, look, these to me was what I was using as the gauge and test.
Yeah.
These 2 games, both of them, they lost. So to me, like, they ain't ready. All that other shit, 6-1. I was like, okay, so they're going to real test. And guess what? I'm like, okay, so the Eagles whooped that ass. Like, y'all got to understand what's going on. Kansas City won the check. What's y'all finna do?
21-14. So yeah, you're right. They lost to Philly. 31-17.
They
lost.
So
They came back 2 weeks later. Lost to Kansas City.
Shit. Them real teams, so get it.
And then who's other team they lose to? They played Buffalo. They lose to Buffalo. So in their division, lost. And then another team in their conference, especially in their conference, lost. The team that you're gonna test yourself against too, if you ever make it to the thing, if they do replete, you lose to. So
let me be real and let me tell you another team ain't that good, right? Like, no lie, I was impressed. I ain't no fucking Cowboys fan, right? But after Prescott surgery, bro, I can't say nothing. Even though they're not in the head of the headline, man. What even fucking? I ain't lying, bro. You're a good quarterback, bro. You feel me?
I can feel you.
Yeah, like I ain't lying. No, do ask for CB Lamb.
He's not okay. What he isn't is as bad as the media tries to make him out to be. Because if you go by media response, speculation, and hype, you would swear over the last 5 years he has thrown the most interceptions of all of the quarterbacks. And that's not him. That's Josh Allen.
That's right.
Yeah. I feel it. But to me, a decent,
Josh Allen every year, man, he could take. Even though we have talked about Buffalo being just as cursed as the Cowboys have been, right, over the years, he's going to take this team up. But yet we see Kansas City surpass them. We see Cincinnati come and surpass them in the AFC. We see these teams come. We constantly keep seeing guys come up in the AFC that you're like, hey, Buffalo, granted, they're not a bad team, but we keep seeing the slight decline in them where, okay, you're a top 3 team in the AFC, you're a top 4 team in the AFC, but you're no longer 1 and 2. And it's that 1 and 2 that kind of makes you special.
Pass interference.
Yeah, he didn't look. He was just
Don't
on
do
the
that.
back.
Look, watch.
Listen,
He holding him too.
ultimately, I've grown to
2 times.
I have grown to enjoy when South Florida teams do well because I like the energy.
Yeah.
Even though I hate the Heat and I hate the Dolphins and I hate your teams and I hate your organizations as a rap group, as a label, as an organization, as a family.
Bro, look at Miami. I've been trying to be faithful because, like I said, that's why I could go to games. That's a mistake. But look, they never making the right moves from Ricky Williams. Bro, get a fucking quarterback. When that dude had leave the Broncos, I thought, Buddy was down there for the little while. I was like, oh shit, it's gonna happen. I was like, oh shit. That shit didn't fuck.
Okay, it was like, Peyton Manning, they were following with the chopper.
So guess what?
Has a house in South Florida.
So guess what? They go get that washed out dude who was off retirement. His homeboy be like, hey, Miami need a quarterback. I'm gonna come over. No, so look, the dude that he was playing for Tennessee. Number 17, Tannehill. So look, Buddy was home. So his homeboy was coaching. Like, hey man, come get some money over here.
Ryan Tannehill lost his job this year too.
He was time. Listen, the whole thing was considering what Miami did when he go to that team. He kind of had them, so they were like, "Oh, Tannehill's back."
He kept them all right. He kept them decent. I'm gonna tell you more than anything.
I'm gonna tell you, he made like $80 million.
He was a good. From what I've always heard from the fans that went to the games, he was a great people person, and he's great. He's great with fans, and he was great with the kids. And I've never heard.
No way.
I've never heard a fan personally ever. Granted, as a player, but as a person,
he was a great person.
Yeah,
I get you.
When he interact with the fans, never heard any issue. And I know people that interact with him constantly personally, never had an issue. So. He's in Tennessee, and he ruined that running team too.
Of course.
You know what? I think I'm done here today.
But I don't see why that shit wasn't complete, man.
You know that? I think I'm done here for the podcast today.
You run through all the tops.
I did. I told you I felt like I was going through them fast. But because I don't have.
You do like 2 hours.
I did like 2 hours. I gave you guys a solid hour and 47 minutes. Maybe I stretch it out for 13. I told you I'm trying to be in my bed by 1 o'clock this morning. Listen, Rabbit ain't gonna be here tonight, so I don't got no reason to try to stay all night here. I'm going home to go find my own rabbit.
And hopefully we see y'all next week Monday.
Next week Monday.
For the MyT.
For real. And the holiday season's coming around. So the prizes during the holiday season they pick up. You know what I'm saying? I like to spread the holiday spirit. Pass out a couple of Christmas wreaths.
Interception?
Incomplete, it looked like. Folks, I want to thank you guys for coming to the podcast. I want to thank you guys for listening. Everybody listening, participated live, and also from the ear. I knew I had a couple more things I wanted to talk to you guys about. I just can't remember. Like I was in class today, and I was in class today, and I was writing down all the topics I wanted to talk about today, and then I left that paper at home. But no, we had a good show. I think I got enough. I went through all my slides. I went through all the points that's on there. I think we got enough for you guys. We went left field. We overextended a couple of segments. You got your Blue Chew promo code GSSS. Don't forget about that. What we didn't really do, we didn't. And I see why we have so much time. We didn't talk Knicks specifically. I don't know if you guys play NBA 2K, but I think I'll bring that. I think I'll bring that up next week with that GOAT tier that they have.
Oh my God! You just ran right up the freaking know.
But I'm gonna tell you this: if you're not already, at least 15% of you, 10% of you, especially if you're a bad team, if you're at least 10, 15% of you is looking at this draft right now, it's about time to start. We're halfway through this season. We are halfway through the season. You only got us here for 2 more months of the MyT Sports Podcast and Monday Night Football. I don't have anything else to talk about today. Yeah, guys, we'll wrap this up. Which means I don't think I'm gonna play music for the next half an hour. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's what we're gonna do here. We had a good show. I think I couldn't stretch it out to 3 hours for you guys. But you guys got some good stuff. Like, who knew that Dick Vitale didn't have cancer anymore?
Yeah,
like, that was big news.
One time for Dick Vitale.
Yo, for real. Oh, I know it was. I knew there was something.
You remember? Good stuff.
It's some hip hop shit because it's not sports related. It's just gonna kill some time. I did not know that Coy Leroy was Benzino's daughter. Now, Benzino, I do not respect as a rapper, right? I remember his club while it was down here. It was kind of, but I remember.
He Source magazine from back in the day. That's some of the pioneer hip hop shit.
Yeah,
I remember coming up, the Source magazine.
Yeah. So Benzino, like, he has a spot in hip hop. But I remember as a rapper in the rap game, I remember at the time, I don't remember why I don't like him. I remember there was some shady shit that had happened between him and one of my favorite artists. And what's the name again? Mira. Can I get number in English, please? Thank you. We call her Emily. Now we thinking it's Emily. So I did not know that Benzino was Coy Leroy's father. The reason why I found this piece of information out a year after Coy Leroy's been in the game, if you guys remember a popular song that they remade with Busta Rhymes beat, right? Girls is players too. Getting money all around the world because girls is players too. They did that. They redid it with the hit you with no lanes is what you saying, yo. What's the dealie, yo? Yeah, they did it over that beat. Mm-hmm. So now after they did it over that beat, and Busta Rhymes later on came on and he did a little feature to that song on that beat, showed love to the young in the game. Well, now they have a whole new song together. And in this, and they did a video shoot. In this video shoot, Coy Leroy is half naked. Whatever, bikini, you know how these chicks dress. Well, she's half naked.
He spoke on that a long time because they have a kind of broken relationship. Just from the interviews that I see.
So Benzino is now mad at Busta Rhymes because he was in a video with his daughter half naked. Not a sex video, a regular old music video. Not like the video on BET at 2 o'clock in the morning, like not tit drill or anything like that,
Yeah, it's a father. It's his daughter.
Yeah.
He's protective of that.
Then I get it, but then you're wrong. You're mad at the wrong person.
I got it.
Because right now, if I wanted to, I could go on Coy Leroy's page and go see her the same half naked that she's been in the Busta Rhymes video anytime I want.
All right, so check it then. No, let me give my little input on that. Just check it.
Okay.
So you see how you talk about Tannehill, right? Mm-hmm. So coming up, I tell you I know from Benzino, from early hip hop, you get me? Mm-hmm. And whatever his contributions, not to me much as an artist, even though he had 1-2 tracks back in the day, I still, you know what I'm saying? But still, that wasn't really his strong point, right? But so at times, bro, I know him say, the time when I around, bro, was always to me like a cool person. You feel what I'm saying? So just from the perspective of somebody, like I say, from what I read interviews and what I see, it seems they have a little friction with their relationship. You catch me?
Him and Coy Leroy.
Him and his daughter. So you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Say they don't have an open relationship. So you get me certain things. So you feel me?
So you check Busta Rhymes Instead of saying like, yo, I don't really like my daughter being
But no, but the whole thing is that's it. Like say they don't speak at all, him and his daughter. You feel me? So maybe say that might be something. You get me to say maybe just making an issue of that. But yeah, I saw something he was all emotional about, man.
Yeah, and I was
like,
I'm like, one, he's after the wrong person, right? Because one was I can see Cola half naked anytime I want to, right now on Instagram. The same exact shit she was wearing, I can go see anytime.
I got you, bro.
But and then secondly, you're going after the wrong person. If you want, and when you say he doesn't have a relationship with her, but in this scenario, Busta Rhymes is not the person to check. Also, right, one of the major things, one of the things that popped in my mind was that you're in the business, Vince, you know the industry. It's a video shoot. How often do the two artists that are featured, right, on a song that are going to do a shoot communicate about wardrobe beforehand?
That's not even a big factor.
See, that was
because it's a music thing.
Yeah,
you wear what you want.
Cola Roy, she's already there. She comes out how she want to because she want to be all hot and sexy. And I keep telling you people, Cola Roy to me is the Doja Cat that we need. Like,
I won't even say. I don't
like for how Doja Cat is. Nah, Cola Roy is the Doja Cat that we always need, and she's the one. But Cola Roy, she comes to the video. She's already dressed. He comes through. He's in his Timbs, jeans, whatever, shirt, chains. He's ready to do his shoot. That's how he's coming for his version of the shoot. He don't know that she's going to be half naked. What he gonna say? Yo, little lady, I think you put more clothes on than that. Fuck out of here, nigga. This how I am on my Instagram.
No, his book is a certain time. The cameraman's ready to go, and then you.
And sometimes this time they were in the video. They're in the video together. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yo, what's this issue here? Now, the other thing that I've heard a very slim rule. I heard that Busta Rhymes may have hollered at her, but not hollered at her. She hollered at him because she grew up, knowing Busta Rhymes. She got a little thing for him.
For real?
And if I'm Busta Rhymes and she want to bust a nut,
you bust a bust.
and we gonna make music together, right? And so that's the only thing I can think of. So now, when it comes to that, I can understand. He's like, yo, you like 20 years older than my daughter. What the fuck is going on there? But hey,
them niggas going
here I am at 42, and I've been in the same scenarios. But shit, even OJ is still out here getting 18-year-old pussy. From what I heard and saw, OJ is out here still getting pussy during spring break from chicks that he's like, yeah, they got grandfather issues, not daddy issues, granddaddy issues. Tell him, what am I hearing here?
So listen.
Oh, you're hearing everything in the world, sis. Yeah. Depends on what time you came in. Did you just come in at the pussy popping part, or did you come in here when I was preaching the good word of Cola Roy? we was talking about Benzino being upset with Busta Rhymes being in the video with his daughter half naked. That's what you walked into. So he had an issue with her being half naked, popping her pussy, right in front of Busta Rhymes.
You ain't see that? They just turned them over.
I see it.
The score 17, still 17-13, man.
Okay, so it's in. Who fumbled that?
Look, they is
that Kelsey?
Yeah, they put that pressure on his ass.
Oh, that sucks.
Put that pressure.
His girl must not be in the stand. Taylor Swift must not be there. No, she's on tour.
Who's on tour? Oh, I can see her in the look. She's in the bathroom in Tokyo on her knees right now.
Okay. Oh, like the wind. Woo! Listen, you know what? You know why that's so big? Because Travis Kelce doesn't vote.
Man.
So look where they dropped the ball.
Oh.
They was about to bring it in the house. Mahomes was going home.
Mahomes about to make another house call.
Dog, 4-1, they just converted on the 10-yard line. Oh my gosh, and they lost it. Oh, what is that, bro?
Good night, sis. I love you. Thank you for always popping in and listening. And you know what? Everybody else, you can catch the rest of this game later. I got 1 minute before we doing this podcast for 2 hours. I think I've given you the extra 16 minutes talking about Cola Roy.
Oh, you pull up the.
I pulled out the Venti Rolodex. I wanted to give them 2 hours. It felt weird giving them an hour and 47 minutes. I wanted to give the people 2 hours. Listen, they have to take advantage of this now. They got to capitalize. Look at that. And they listen.
If he was going for the ball and not the man, he would have got that.
He almost got the interception on that. That was a bad. He hit him on the screen pass. That thing popped up and he caught him. Another screen pass. What is going on here? What is Philly doing?
What are you rooting for?
Huh?
What are you rooting for?
I'm not.
All right, folks.
Now you just watching the game.
We're
I'm
officially
not
out here.
even watching the game.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
I want to thank you guys
waiting
again
to
for this.
see
And one thing
here I
guys
am.
for everything that you've done. We've had a great show today. We've had great crowd participation. We got to give away some blue chew in just a minute. We'd like to make sure you check out here next Monday. Make sure you check out the podcast. We here
Just
with
because my
Bob
home's on
El
that
Body.
wall.
Hey, do me a favor.
That's why I want
You
them to
play
win.
my
There's
outro?
no chances that they can still see. Because I'm saying
What you mean?
Super Bowl this year. So I'm just trying to make my homes go. No, if my homes go 2-0, it's like, nah. You get what I'm saying? That deflates.
Play my outro.
Beat us in the Super Bowl. It's
So that-
beat us again. Like, oh,
Stop rambling.
you know what I'm saying? So if it even at least the Super Bowl, each of them can have a win. Yeah, but on the Super Bowl, it's like, you get what I'm saying? It's gonna really be a matchup. You know? Last time it was going on, like, yeah, you know. No underdog.
All the bandwidth in the world couldn't keep me contained.
First up.
No lag, no lag. Gonna share my talents with Podbean Live. Always knew I'd take the pod there. Just a lot later than a lot of listeners thought. Last of the real gabbers. Well, maybe not the last. Munchkin got good mic skills.
Wait, how many losses Kansas City got? That's
You.
two.
How many what?
Losses Kansas City. Was that 2 or 3 or something?
One. No, two.
Was it 2? I thought it was 7-1, but I'm like, it's only 7-1.
8-1 and
Seven.
8-2.
We have 7. No, there's 7.
Oh, 7. Was it 7-2? Not 7-2.
Wow.
Okay.
Sun's out. Heard the casino got a buffet breakfast. Don't want to go far. Wild night. Tired indeed.
Yeah.
Tired. MyT
Sports.
Hey, in line to make them fucking adjustments second half, boy. They were getting crushed first half.
Let's see.
Motorsport.